Yeah, hi, this is Vince Curie. I'm putting together my Grizzly drill press. This is a heavy-duty bench drill press. It's a 12-speed, 3/4 horse, and spindle to column is 7 inches, spindle to table distance 16, and spindle to base distance 23, spindle travel 3 1/4. It uses the MT2 taper, and spindle speeds 12. Spindle speeds range from 140 to 3050. Drilling capacity 3/4 inch, weight 142 pounds. The hardest thing about putting this together, I've had a similar one, the floor model. You get the column with the sector gear on it, and what you have to do in order to mount this is you have to make sure that the worm gear is in here, sticking out. I put extra lube on it. I use multi-purpose lithium grease, and with this above the column, you slide this up into this area, and with it this way against the worm gear, then you bring this down over the column. Bring it all the way down, and then when you get to a particular point, you make sure that the teeth, they go down into this ring down here, in the ring. And then of course this ring has a chamfer under here. You loosen this one thing, you put the ring on over, and this is to the right of the machine. These pivots are up high. See the pivots up high? That's how you know you got it on the right side. But the crank is on the right side as you're facing the machine in order to get it right. And one of the things you want to do also when aligning this particular thing, from here to here is a little under 8 inches. So from the center of this, you put a straight edge down, roughly about 4 inches to get this centered. So if this was on the floor, maybe 2 people could put this on up there. Possibly, if this is on the workbench, 2 strong men could probably do this. But the fact that I'm a strong old guy, I have the electric winch, and what I did was I put a belt in the front, and I put a belt back here, stuck them through, hooked them up on my electric winch. This is a Harbor Freight electric winch to 110 volt. It's up there. I recommend that. You got the control right over here to raise it and lower it. So what I did was I was able to, even though it was angling down in the front, it was tilting down, front heavy. What I did was, as I lowered it, I held here, and what I'm doing is I'm moving the pivot, the center of gravity. I'm moving it by holding this, and I was able to drop this on. And once I got it starting on the column, what you do is you jockey it back and forth as you're lowering it, little by little. And what you could do is this top screw you could remove, and you could look in, and you'll see the shaft as you jockey in this back and forth, it'll drop as you lower the winch. And then you'll see the chrome piston pass here, and you get it to the point where you have no weight up there, and this moves nicely. See, I could actually move this with one finger, push it back and forth with one finger, so I know I'm right on there. So the next step would be to tighten these two. Putting in the chuck, putting the chuck in, and then putting maybe a plumb bob in the center of the chuck, dropping it down into the center line on this area, left and right about here, right around the 4-inch mark, before you tighten these two up, one there, before you tighten them up. Okay, and it has the nice base, nice heavy base. This thing is well built. What I did was I bought a Harbor Freight rolling toolbox, and these are really built nice. As you can see, I got a bunch of them. See? Anyway, they're very strong. Now, in order, before you mount this, if this is down, there's two little levers in the back on the inside that lock the drawers with rods that go down behind all the drawers. So what you do is you open this up all the way, and then with a hacksaw you cut off these on the inside here, the little thumbs that stick up. They're like black, I just say a black plastic on both sides, and inside is a rod. So with a hacksaw you just cut that off. This way, when you close the top, you can still open the drawers. The drawers are still locked. You got a lever over here. They still lock, but it's nice. The other thing I did is I shortened this. I didn't want this the same height as that one there, knowing that I was going to put a drill press up on the top. Right? So I made it lower, and so I got what I need. And that's something I recommend. Alright, I got the unit set up. I like it. Works nice. I got it set. I put it on the 550. So the front pulley, the one by the spindle, here's the spindle release, little egg-shaped thing over here. That's what you use this in case you want to drive the drift out. And I got it on the first pulley to this first pulley, that's the idler, and then from the second pulley of the idler to the second pulley on the motor. And to adjust it, easy enough, there's a tightening thumb screw here and one on the other side also, and both of them get loosened, okay, and then this lever positions the motor. When you go to tighten the belt, you move that lever holding the tightness on the belts, and then you tighten the wing nut like on the other side, and then you tighten this wing nut. but works good. And I got it on my bench, so I could roll it around, roll it out of the way. And it's a heavy duty one, okay? Yeah, tonight I tried out my new Grizzly drill press. This is the bench drill press. This is the G7943, the 12 speed. It's a heavy duty. And I picked up a sort of a little milling attachment for it, and I tried a carbide end mill. This is a 1/4 inch. It's one of the end mills for that I use in my milling machine, but that's a CNC machine. I wanted something that I could just shuck up and real quick without turning the computer on. So, you know, here's just a little simple thing. You know, just say you have, this could be 6061 aluminum, and it's weldable aluminum, machinable aluminum. So what I did was I mounted this on the table. I turned the table, being that this swivels. I turned it at an angle, okay, so that I would have travel in and out on an axis that would allow parallel cuts. That's 1 inch 1-inch tubing. So I mounted this with the T nuts. I really need larger T nuts to fit in here. You could see they're holding, but you know, I might have to make up something to fit in here, unless they're available on Grizzly website. So what I did was initially I put the end mill in. The end mill, say, had a 1/2 inch distance. So what you do is you bring the lever down, you know, to where you want it, and then utilizing this here. See, I'll take it off and I'll turn it this way, and now it allows this to come up. So you wanna lock it down in a position. I'll show you how to do that. You know, just say we start another area. Okay, I'll bring this just say over here. Just I wanted to do it over there. Okay, so what you do is you start the machine, you bring this down so you break through the surface. And once I get it to where I want it, I'll be reaching up here and turning this clockwise and then locking this. I'll bring this handle down, do my penetration. Here, turn this and tighten this. Okay, so that'll stay down. Now, very slowly you turn this to elongate. You turn it in. You can see which way it drives, clockwise. Turning it clockwise, you're pulling the base with this thread. Nice and easy. The other way too with the cut if you want. Loosen this, and it goes up. All right. The best thing for this is the little paintbrush. Now to keep it level, I use the leveling bars. I have a set of them. Here's a recommendation. When you're starting the slots with the end mill, as the end mill comes down, has a tendency to have a little bit of a wobble. That's actually unacceptable. The proper way to do that would be, if you're using a 1/4 inch end mill, you start your hole with a center punch. You bring down a sharp drill bit of that size and make your first hole. Then bring the end mill down into the hole. Just make sure it clears, before you turn it on. This way you eliminate this wobbling like that. And the inside, inside's okay, but the wobbling took place in the beginning. The one I'm using in there is the 1/8 thick, 6 inches long by 7/8 high, and I have a set of them, and they in various heights. So works good, works nice. And of course, this is Harbor Freight. This is Grizzly. And this might be Grizzly or possibly Harbor Freight. I did have the box for it. Yeah, that's Harbor Freight. Pittsburgh is their brand. All right, just thought I'd share that with you guys. If you like what you see, I do welding, all kinds of machine stuff. It's Curie, and I thank you for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe.